Okay, let's talk about it. You've definitely seen the promises, right? They're all over social media. Build some AI thing, work on it once, and then just kick back on a beach while the money pours in. It's the ultimate dream they're selling.
I mean, we've all seen these headlines. This idea that you can put in a little bit of work up front and then just get paid forever. That's the fantasy, right? It's sold by pretty much every online guru out there. But what's the real story behind all that hype?
Well, let's just cut to the chase. The whole passive income idea, at least the way it's marketed online, is a total scam. If you're thinking you can just quit your job and have an AI print money for you, you're going to have a really bad time. But, and this is a huge but, there is a real, powerful principle hiding underneath all that noise. Something way better than just magic money.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to strip away all that hype. First, we'll tear down the scam. Then we'll get into the reality of what this is all about, building leveraged systems. We'll look at real examples, from huge companies to solo creators. Then we'll cover the really important stuff, the scams and legal traps you have to avoid. And finally, we'll put you on the right path to building real leverage.
Here's the thing they never tell you. Real passive income, whether it's from something like real estate or book royalties, always, and I mean always, comes after a ton of upfront work. It takes building a real asset, and it takes ongoing management. The part they don't show you in the Instagram posts is the months or sometimes even years of grinding it out.
So this means we need a totally new way of thinking. We have to stop chasing the fantasy of passive income and start focusing on the actual reality of leveraged income. See, the goal isn't to stop working altogether. The goal is to stop trading your hours for dollars. And you do that by building a system that can do the work for you.
And that brings us to the core idea here, building a leverage system. Your work completely shifts. You stop doing the same task over and over, and you start designing a process that can run by itself. Honestly, that's the non-negotiable rule for building any kind of real wealth.
This is what we're actually talking about. It's using tools like AI to build systems, automate things, and create intellectual property, like an ebook or an online course that can generate value way beyond the hours you first put in. That initial building phase, that's the hard part. That's the non-passive grind that makes all the future automated income even possible.
And look, this isn't some abstract theory. You can see this principle in action literally everywhere. It's not just for online creators. Some of the biggest companies in the world are built on this. Don't believe me? Let's look at the receipts.
$300 million. That's how much UPS saves every single year using their AI agent, Orion. It's a system that figures out the fastest delivery routes in real time. This one system, this one asset they built, saves them 100 million miles of driving a year. Now that is some massive leverage.
Or check this out. A company called Ruby Labs uses AI to handle over 4 million customer support chats a month, and it resolves 98% of them without a human ever getting involved. Just imagine the scale of that system, working 24/7. It's another perfect example of leverage.
And it's happening all over the place. American Express uses AI to help 5,000 of its travel counselors. Even internally, you've got companies like BotPress building an HR bot on Slack to give employees instant answers. Once these systems are built, they just work, creating enormous value pretty much on their own.
So, okay, that's the big guys. How can you use this same power? Well, you can use AI to build digital assets and fast. I'm talking about creating things like ebooks and planners, scripting out entire courses, offering super fast content writing services, building automated YouTube channels. You could even supercharge your work as a virtual assistant or a tutor. Every single one of these is a system you can build.
Now, this all sounds pretty amazing, and it is, but with all this speed and power comes a whole new world of scams and legal traps. So if you're going to build a system like this, you absolutely 100% have to do it legally and ethically.
And the government is already cracking down. The FTC has launched something called Operation AI Comply. They've gone after companies like Do Not Pay for its fake robot lawyer claims, and schemes like Ascend Ecom for falsely promising huge passive income. They've even gone after tools that were designed to generate fake reviews. So here's the rule of thumb. If an AI product guarantees you a ton of money or claims it can replace a licensed professional, that is a giant red flag.
And here's another huge trap you have to know about: copyright. The US Copyright Office has been crystal clear on this. They only protect stuff that is the product of human creativity. So if you just tell an AI, hey, write me a poem, and you copy and paste the result, you don't own it. Your asset isn't actually your asset.
And there's more.
You have to disclose if you use AI in your copyright applications. YouTube will not monetize channels that just pump out repetitive, low-effort AI videos. And you have to have a commercial license for any AI voice you use, and you can never, ever replicate a celebrity's voice without permission. These are the new rules of the game. You have to know them.
Okay, so let's bring this all home. What's the big takeaway here? We've torn down the scam and we've found the real goal. It isn't passive income, it's leveraged income.
This is really the heart of it all. This isn't about being lazy. It's about being smart. It's about getting freedom from having to trade your time for money. And that freedom only comes from one thing: leverage. It comes from building the system first. That's the hard part, yeah, but it's the part that actually creates lasting value.
So from now on, stop asking, how do I make money while I sleep? Instead, start asking yourself this question: what asset can I build that works even when I'm not? The future really does belong to the people who use AI to build systems, to automate, and to create real intellectual property. So build with patience, build with integrity, and you will unlock the leveraged income you're actually looking for. Now, go build your asset.